Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So, Mitt Romney just declared all-out war on Donald Trump and held a press conference the other day that was being reported by all the news outlets of where he called Donald Trump a fraud, of where he insulted him, saying he's a phony, and all this other absolute garbage about Donald Trump. And he went on for like this really long press conference. We have it shortened down here, though, to 2 minutes, about 3 minutes, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and play it for you. This is what Mitt Romney was saying about Donald Trump. And by the way, he's also pulling for Marco Rubio. Surprise, surprise. So this is Mitt Romney on Donald Trump just the other day. He was delivering a press conference at the Hinckley Institute.
If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession. Isn't he a huge business success? Doesn't he know what he's talking about? No, he isn't. And no, he doesn't. A business genius, he is not. Mr. Trump's bombast is already alarming our allies. Let ISIS take out Assad, he said, and then we can pick up the remnants. This recklessness is recklessness in the extreme. Now, Donald Trump tells us that he is very, very smart. I'm afraid that when it comes to foreign policy, he is very, very not smart. Donald Trump lacks the temperament to be president. After all, this is an individual who mocked a disabled reporter. Donald Trump says he admires Vladimir Putin. At the same time, he's called George W. Bush a liar. That is a twisted example of evil trumping good. There's a dark irony in his boasts of his sexual exploits during the Vietnam War, while at the same time, John McCain, whom he has mocked, was imprisoned and tortured. Dishonesty is Donald Trump's hallmark. His imagination must not be married to real power. Think of Donald Trump's personal qualities: the bullying, the greed, the showing off, the misogyny, the absurd third-grade theatrics. Now, Mr. Trump relishes any poll that reflects what he thinks of himself. But polls are also saying that he will lose to Hillary Clinton. Of course, a Trump nomination enables her victory. There's plenty of evidence that Mr. Trump is a con man, a fake. Mr. Trump has changed his positions not just over the years, but over the course of the campaign. And on the Ku Klux Klan daily for 3 days in a row. I predict that there are more bombshells in his tax returns. I predict that he told the New York Times that his immigration talk is just that, talk. He has too much to hide. Mr. Trump is directing our anger for less than noble purposes. He creates scapegoats of Muslims and Mexican immigrants. This is the very brand of anger that has led other nations into the abyss. Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University. This is a time for choosing. He has neither the temperament nor the judgment to be president. His personal qualities would mean that America would cease to be a shining city on a hill.
Now, this is completely different compared to what Mitt Romney said back in 2012 when he was begging Donald Trump for his money and also for his endorsement. Go ahead and play what Mitt Romney said about Donald Trump in 2012 when he was the one running for president.
In Donald Trump's magnificent hotel, and having his endorsement is a delight. Donald Trump has shown an extraordinary ability to understand how our economy works, to create jobs for the American people.
Mitt is tough. He's smart. He's sharp. He's not going to allow bad things to continue to happen.
It means a great deal to me to have the endorsement of Mr. Trump and people across this country who care about the future of America.
So that was what Mitt Romney said back in 2012. Play it again.
If we Republicans choose Donald Trump as our nominee, the prospects for a safe and prosperous future are greatly diminished. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into prolonged recession. Isn't he a huge business success? Doesn't he know what he's talking about? No, he isn't. And no, he doesn't.
So that's what Mitt Romney just said a few days ago compared to what he was saying earlier. So here in 2012, Romney was saying, oh, he's such a great inspiration when it comes to interpreting the condition of the economy. Oh, he is such a great job creator. And then next thing you know, here he's this awful businessman that knows nothing. I mean, which is it, Mitt? I mean, let's face it. Mitt is a con artist. He's the one who basically conned Donald Trump out of his money, took a whole bunch of money from Donald Trump, and then all of a sudden he turned on him. There's no loyalty there. What an absolute jerk. So if anybody's a con man here, it's Mitt Romney. I tell you, guys, and on top of this, it really does seem to me like hearing this rhetoric coming from Mitt Romney's mouth, it really does seem to me that Mitt wanted Obama to win. Because I'll be completely honest with you, if Mitt would have fought Obama as hard as he is fighting Donald Trump, he might have actually stood a chance at winning that election back in 2012. I mean, basically, Mitt Romney is working for the Democrats because he's taking out our front runner. I mean, can you imagine what would happen on the Democratic side if they would, start doing something like this to their front runner? Do they do that to Hillary Clinton? Did Martin O'Malley do that? Did Bernie Sanders do that? Have Democrats come out in opposition to Hillary Clinton, supporting Bernie Sanders because Clinton is a con artist, because she's a fraud, because she's a liar? No, they haven't. Why is that? It's because the Democrats are smart. They are a lot smarter when it comes to getting what they want. And the problem with the Republican Party today is that they do not care about the country. Mitt Romney could care less about what direction this country goes in. He is a multi-millionaire. He doesn't care. All he cares about is himself. All he cares about is the leadership in the Republican Party. The Republicans don't care about you. They could care less the direction that this country goes. And a matter of fact, I personally think that they like having a Democrat in office because they have more opportunities to hold fundraisers. And that's the truth. I mean, I know a lot of commentators out there that I think actually want Hillary Clinton to win so they have something to talk about for another 4 to 8 years. It's so absolutely sick. I want to get this country back. I want this country to win. And that's why I like Donald Trump and I like Ted Cruz. I think either one of them would do an absolutely fantastic job. But Mitt Romney, of course, if Donald Trump wasn't in there, he would be going after Ted Cruz as well. But Mitt Romney is an absolute joke. He even said himself in that stupid documentary that he put on Netflix that was meant to try to get at people's heartstrings. Pluck people's heartstrings, I guess. It was so stupid. I am Mitt. Sounds like I am woman, hear me roar. Roar! Yeah. I am Mitt is what the documentary was called. And in that documentary, Mitt Romney even said himself that when you lose a general election as the Republican nominee, you are a loser for life. Yes, Mitt Romney, you are a loser for life by your own definition. So get out of the media and just go away. But now we have a new thing that's coming out here of where he's talking about going into a brokered convention. That's what they're saying could very well happen here. Now, before we get to that, I will point out that Donald Trump did respond to Mitt Romney and said that Mitt is a choke artist. He should have basically won that election in 2012. And he also said that he donated a bunch of money to his campaign and that he could have even said, Mitt, get on your knees and beg for my endorsement, beg for my money. And he would have done it. So he was literally begging Donald Trump for his endorsement, begging him for his money. And it's just so absolutely pathetic. And now he's bashing Donald Trump, saying that Trump does not have the qualification to be president. It's just so absolutely pathetic. It really is. But anyway, guys, so what we have next here with this entire thing is that they're talking about taking this election to a brokered convention, okay? And we have a thing on here from Breitbart of where Lindsey Graham has actually decided to come out and I guess said that a brokered convention would not be fair to Donald Trump. According to Breitbart News that was published yesterday on March 3rd of 2016, Lindsey Graham, the Republican from South Carolina, says that the Republican Party would do more damage to itself with a brokered convention denying Donald Trump the presidential nomination than by simply losing the general election. Despite Senator Lindsey Graham's outspoken disapproval of Trump, the South Carolina Republican, who ended his own bid for the president in December, warned that a brokered convention would not be fair to the real estate mogul. He would leave, and then he'd have a right to leave, cautioned Graham. If he got two-thirds of what he needs, I think he's well on his way to doing. For us to steal from him is not going to help the party. Okay, whatever. He added, you can lose. He's not a very good speaker. You can lose an election. We've lost an election before, but what I'm trying to do is focus on the day after we lose. Can we rebuild the party? Can we create a form of conservatism that's enticing to young people and people of color? Okay, you want me to tell you what's enticing to young people, Senator Lindsey Graham? What's enticing to young people is not being on welfare for the rest of our lives, and you know what Donald Trump has been advocating for. Job creation, bringing jobs back to the United States, and bringing economic success back to the United States so young people are actually able to get jobs and build careers. Not just get jobs, but build careers that they will enjoy and that they want to be a part of. That's what attracts young people, because let me tell you something. Millennials out there are not going to be under mommy and daddy's roof forever, okay? Eventually they are going to have to go out and get jobs themselves and actually work, or they're not going to be able to eat. Okay, mommy and daddy can't hold their hands through their entire lives. So eventually those young people hopefully will come to the realization that progressivism does not work unless they want to be poor for the rest of their lives. And Donald Trump is someone who is definitely not a fan of being poor, flaunts his wealth. And the reason why he says that he's been flaunting his wealth so much in this election is to show people that that's what we need in there. We need someone in there that is very knowledgeable when it comes to generating revenue, generating money. And I think that that's a massive attraction for young people, because young people do not want to be, unsuccessful for the rest of their lives. They want to be a little bit prosperous. They want to have the ability to go out and create businesses of their own, to participate in jobs that they have dreamed of being a part of. And that cannot happen if we have an anti-prosperity president in there. And Donald Trump is the exact opposite of that. So, that's very interesting, I think, how Lindsey Graham is saying, okay, we need to reach out to young people. We have a candidate that is capable of reaching out to young people. And I believe that he will have, if not the majority, the biggest number of young people voting for him in the history of the Republican Party in recent years, in modern-day America, I should say. So, guys, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I think that Donald Trump is going to do very well among all demographics if he's the Republican nominee, which I truly believe that he more than likely will be. But, guys, it's really just absolutely pathetic. And last night's debate was pathetic. It was so absolutely awful. It was embarrassing to watch. All of them were going after Donald Trump, trying to take him out. Everybody knows it. Everybody's aware of it. And, we have some audio bits here for you of this entire debacle that took place last night. It is absolutely humiliating, absolutely embarrassing. And, guys, if the Republicans are destroying themselves, they are imploding. And these Republicans would rather lose a general election than to lose the Republican Party. Why? Because they care more about the Republican Party than they do about the country. And by Republican Party, I'm talking about the Republican establishment. Okay, they do not care about the Republican electorate. They only care about the ones that are at the top of their little club. That's all it is. That's why a lot of them are suggesting, all right, why don't we have a brokered convention? The reason why they are suggesting that is because they want to take that power away from their electorate and give it to the establishment. That way they are able to maintain the Republican Party as being the biggest bunch of nonsense that I've ever seen. It's nothing but a trash can now. And Donald Trump is attracting people from everywhere, be it evangelicals, be it Democrats. 20% of Democrats, by the way, support Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton. So that poll that they're coming out with, that Trump would lose to Clinton, that's absolutely false. A lot of Democrats are crossing over, and Donald Trump will win big. He'll win huge if he ends up getting the nomination, and I think that he will. So we'll see.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
J.P. Morgan is now holding a record 55 million ounces of silver. Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting another financial crisis, and over time, they're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. Silver is trading below its production costs and is predicted to double by 2020. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. If you find a better rate, they will easily match it just for you. Plus, their specialty is precious metals IRA rollovers for the ultimate in IRA security. Be one of the first 20 callers today to receive their free definitive gold guide, plus their exclusive A Sterling Time to Be Buying Silver report. They have an A-plus rating with a Better Business Bureau, so call the experts at Capital Gold Group now and see what investing in gold and silver can do for you. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. You are listening to the youngest syndicated radio host in the history of talk radio, Caiden Cowger, the voice of reason on the right. So we have here with this entire ridiculous debate that took place last night. I was going to play the audio clips for you. I don't even want to anymore. I mean, it's just so pathetic. I don't even want to get to them. I'm not playing them. Because it would make more. I don't even think it's suitable for radio. And I said that on the last debate. I'm not going to play the any of the audio bits from the debate because you can't tell what they're saying when you listen to it on the radio because they're all interrupting each other. It's bad radio. So I'm not even going to play them. But I will tell you that Donald Trump ended up winning the debate last night, according to Drudge Report, was 63.57%. Out of the 151,228 people that voted. So 63.57% said that Trump won, 20.77% said Cruz won, 10.77% said Kasich won, and Rubio is at 4.89% with only 7,402 votes. So Rubio lost the debate. Kasich was in third, Cruz was in second, Trump was in first. So that's what we have going on there. So Trump, again, won the debate according to Drudge Report. Now, I mean, guys, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I don't understand what the problem is, why this is just so absolutely idiotic. And we have a thing here for you. Go ahead and play the thing from CNN. CNN did a report of how Donald Trump plans on stopping, how Mitt Romney plans on stopping Trump at the GOP debate this year. At the RNC convention, the Republican National Convention this year. Go ahead and so we're going to go. This is so stupid. Go ahead and listen.
It's my honor, real honor, and privilege to endorse Mitt Romney. You can see
that is in 2012. Okay, so Donald Trump proudly endorsed Mitt Romney back in 2012, okay? Was very happy to endorse him and everything. Here's Mitt Romney on Donald Trump in 2012, because I want to play this for you one more time. CNN put this thing together here.
Mitt was a disaster as a candidate.
Donald Trump has shown an extraordinary ability to understand how our economy works. He inherited his business. He didn't create it.
So that's what happened there. Now, see, what did Mitt Romney just do right there? He attacked Donald Trump because he inherited a company from his father. Now, Donald Trump built billions upon billions of dollars from that $1 million donation that his father gave him to start off on, which, I mean, is very big for you and I. However, that's all right in my book. I mean, what's wrong with inheriting money? That's the way that it should be. That's the problem today. People aren't inheriting wealth from their relatives, because it's all taken by the government. It's all taken in taxes. It's all taken by Lord knows what. And it should be going to the families. I mean, I don't find anything wrong with being, someone who inherits wealth. There's nothing wrong with that. So, the Republican Party is really just turning into the Democratic Party when it comes to their anti-prosperity rhetoric. And I'm going to just go ahead and get to the article here. I thought that was actually a video on this actual news story, but apparently it's not. CNN is trying to, I guess, turn into BuzzFeed, their other affiliate. But anyway, according to CNN, Mitt Romney has instructed his closest advisors to explore the possibility of stopping Donald Trump at the Republican National Convention, a source close to Mitt Romney's inner circle says. The 2012 GOP nominee advisors are examining what a fight at the GOP convention might look like and what rules might need revising. It sounds like a plan to lock the convention, said the source. Romney is focused on suppressing Trump's delegate count to prevent him from accumulating the 1,237 delegates he needs to secure the nomination. But implicit in Romney's request to his team to explore the possibility of a convention fight is his willingness to step in and carry the party's banner into the fall general election as the Republican nominee. So he wants to jump in here. Another name these sources mentioned was House Speaker Paul Ryan, Romney's running mate in 2012. You don't have to read too far between the lines of Romney's speech that he gave on Thursday at the University of Utah to see the imprint of his plan. He urged voters to support the candidate most likely to prevent Trump from racking up delegates in their states. He said back Florida Senator Marco Rubio, if he were voting in the Sunshine State, John Kasich, if he were voting in Ohio, or Senator Ted Cruz in the states where he polls at Trump's strongest vote. If the other candidates can find common ground, he believes we can nominate a person who will win the general election, who will represent the values and policies of conservatism. Well, Mitt Romney was a flip-flopper himself, so he's not all that conservative. The guy is, really just an establishment rhino. But, that's Mitt Romney. That's what he's doing now. We have apparently officially declared civil war in the Republican Party, and we're attacking each other now. Now, would the Democrats ever do anything like this? Absolutely not. No way. They would never go after the Democratic frontrunner like this, okay? They would never go after Hillary Clinton like this. If Bernie Sanders was up there, they would never go after Bernie Sanders like this. I mean, they have gotten so vulgar and so absolutely bombastic in their remarks against Trump. I mean, it's not constructive criticism, but it's more to take him out. And it's just so pathetic. If Romney would have done this to Obama back in 2012, we might have actually won, guys. I mean, I'm being completely serious. We might have actually had a chance of taking out Obama. But Romney didn't do that because Romney seems to be working more for the Democratic Party than he does for the Republican Party. I mean, he has. It looks like he's representing the interests of Hillary Clinton rather than representing the interests of conservatives, rather than representing the interests of the Republican electorate. So it's really just absolutely pathetic. And does he think that the voters are not smart enough to make their own decision? I mean, if he honestly believes that Donald Trump is a fraud, why does he have to come out and say it? Why doesn't he expect the Republican electorate to vet the candidate and make the decision themselves? And I'll tell you why. It's because he believes that the base is stupid, just like all the other establishments out there. He believes that the Republican electorate is full of a bunch of absolute idiots. And, I guess at one point in time you could say that a lot of Republicans out there were blindsided because they nominated Mitt Romney. And Mitt Romney ended up losing the election for us. Although I would say that it's probably more of Romney's fault than it is anybody else's, because Mitt Romney was just an absolute poor campaigner. He was the ideal establishment Republican, had his little cheesy Believe in America remarks and stuff like that. Believe in America! Seriously, are you kidding me? What in the world is wrong with you? Believe in America! Clear hearts. Is it clear hearts? How does that go? Full hearts, clear minds, clear eyes. I don't remember. It's something like full hearts, clear eyes, can't lose, something like that Mitt Romney had. More like full, maybe FOOL, full hearts, clear brains, did lose. I mean, that's basically Mitt Romney's slogan back then. Yeah, that was it. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. They just switched it up there. So, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. He lost. So, apparently his eyes weren't that clear and his heart wasn't that full. So, I mean, guys, just so absolutely pathetic coming out of the Mitt Romney campaign. He's probably going to be launching basically his campaign. I mean, he didn't jump in the race, and now he's considering just completely making a mess of the RNC this year. I mean, he just needs to go away. Maybe put his magic Mormon underwear on too tight or something. I don't know what happened. But it's so absolutely pathetic that Mitt Romney would be resorting to trying to take out Trump by participating in this fashion. It's just so absolutely pathetic. I've never thought that I would see the Republican Party go this far down the drain and this much closer to a civil war within the party. I mean, we have to get the establishments out there because it's very much so apparent. If we do not choose the nominee that they want, they will do everything that they can to undermine us as Republican voters. So it's really just completely revealing of what the Republican Party has turned into and who is in our leadership positions. It really is sickening.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that teaches you how to invest money, how to prepare for your retirement, basically teaches you how to save money. And they are offering a free report right now that you can sign up for, 18 pages, absolutely free. You can get that by going to 25security.com. That is 25security.com. All you have to do is just type in your first name, last name, primary email, and they will send it right your way. That is 25security.com.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So we have North Korea that is readying their missiles probably to fire it at us. That should make you feel really secure, considering that we have a commander-in-chief that's weaker than Shirley Temple. I tell you. So, according to USA Today, North Korea leader wants nukes ready to fly. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, or whatever, I didn't know Kim was a guy's name, has ordered nuclear weapons to be readied for use, the state-controlled Korean Central News Agency reported Thursday. The shift in military posture would allow North Korea to carry out preemptive attacks and deprive the enemies to sleep in peace till the moment they are, till the moment they, or their final end in their land, whatever. KCNA reported, citing a speech by the country's dear leader, Kim Jong-un. KCNA continued, the only way for defending the sovereignty of our nation and its right to existence under the present extreme situation is to bolster up nuclear force both in quality and quantity, and keep balance of forces, he said, stressing the need to get nuclear warheads deployed for national defense always on standby so as to be fired at any moment. So that's what we have going on now. North Korea. Why didn't we just take them out when they had the chance? I tell you. Oh, we should just bomb the daylights out of them. That's what we should have done. But I don't know why we just don't take the suckers out. I tell you, we just need to do away with these people. If they're going to threaten the United States, they need to know that we're not a country to mess with. But, under this present administration, he's really not all that threatening. So that's what we have going on with Korea right now, North Korea. In other news, from McClatchyDC.com, Sanders is who millennials are relating to the most. Millennials find connection in democratic socialism. So they're not afraid of socialism. They don't believe that socialism is a dirty word, I guess. So that's really scary on itself. So we have the millennials out there that are not all that concerned about democratic socialism. They don't find a problem with it. We have the audio bit here for you from McClatchy.com. Go ahead and play it. This is, I guess, what their vision is of how millennials feel. Go ahead and play this.
Apologize for starting late, but apparently we still have a few thousand people outside trying to get in. We started this campaign 9.5 months ago. We were at 3% in the national polls. In the last week, there have been 3 national polls which have us in the lead. This campaign is gaining momentum because we're doing something very, very radical. We are telling the truth.
And if you look around at this rally, guys, I'm just going to tell you what I see. There are quite a few young people that are there. They want free stuff. They want free garbage, okay? They don't realize that everything that Bernie Sanders promises them, they're going to be paying for along with everyone else's, okay? Healthcare is not free. You're going to pay for your own healthcare along with everybody else's, all right? Your money is thrown into a big hat and it's distributed among everybody, all right? So, no, you don't get free healthcare. You don't get free college. You pay for everybody. So, in other words, your student loan debt that feels like you're going to be paying for the rest of your life, you're actually literally going to be paying for it for the rest of your life. And as someone who's a capitalist, as someone who is a conservative, you should take responsibility for your own debt and not expect other people to pay for it. That just shows that you have absolutely no integrity on your part and shows that you are too much of a lazy, just an incompoop to do anything. The Bible says if you don't work, you don't eat, and that is exactly what is taking place here with a lot of these young people supporting Bernie Sanders. They're a bunch of good-for-nothing bums, and they need to start going out there and actually doing and actually working and actually trying to get themselves established into the workforce, actually trying to make a difference in this country rather than just sitting on their rear ends and not doing anything. I mean, that's the problem that we have presently in this country. Millennials have lost the value of work, and that's why we need to promote, the Republican Party should be promoting, really capitalism, encouraging young people to go out and get a job and do something for themselves and actually make something of themselves, not just become a bum like Bernie Sanders back when he was young, where you depend on your parents for a living that are capitalists because you can't afford anything because you are lazy and don't want to work. You don't want to do anything. That's not the type of mentality that I want to see in my generation, but that's what's happened. There are people that don't strive to become wealthy. They're people who do not strive to become successful. They are people who strive to live in poverty, and that is a mindset that has to be changed. They think that if they have an Xbox and they have a trailer, they're going to be fine. Give them a slop bucket and some food every now and then, and they're all right. It's so absolutely pathetic. But you know, we have to put sense in these kids' minds because they don't have any. I don't understand how anyone can honestly support socialism after all the failures that socialism has had around the world. Because if you look at the majority of people who are the greatest advocates for socialism, it's people who do not live in socialist countries. It's people who have benefited and basically were like leeches and sucked their way from socialism or from capitalism, and then all of a sudden they claim that socialism is so great when they've lived in a capitalist country that has been perfectly fine. I mean, guys, even in our country, the poorest are rich compared to others. The middle class over in Jamaica, they're horrible, terrible. Zimbabwe, I mean, you're really wealthy if you're a middle class person in Zimbabwe. They have nothing. And all these countries, a lot of them are socialist. They're horrible nations, horrible countries to live in. But, you know, no one cares about that. No one really pays all that much attention about that. All that these people care about is give me my free stuff. Give me my free check. Give me my free college tuition. Give me my free health care. Free, 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 free. And they don't understand it's not free. Someone always has to pay for it. So anyway, another thing that we have here, Obama is set to remain in D.C. after the presidency so that his daughter, I guess, can finish high school. So that's what's going on next. President Obama plans on continuing to live in Washington, D.C. after he, I guess, is no longer president. So his daughter can finish high school, I guess, finish being with her little friends and everything. So he's not going to be leaving Washington just yet, I guess. So that's what we have going on there. President Obama cast some light on his post-presidency plans Thursday, telling lunch companions in Milwaukee that he plans to remain in Washington so that his youngest daughter can finish high school. We're going to have to stay a couple of years so Sasha can finish. Transferring someone in the middle of high school is tough, he said while eating lunch at a Milwaukee restaurant. Beyond that, we haven't figured that out yet, he said, perhaps realizing that he was within earshot of his traveling press corps when he then shooed reporters away and said, "Thanks, guys, get out of here." So Obama's planning on staying in Washington, D.C. after that. And who knows, maybe Hillary will choose him to be her running mate, and they can continue making the country a horrible place to live. Oh, I tell you, it's terrible. I tell you, they are destroying our country. They can continue destroying maybe that's their plan, to continue destroying America. Anyway, let's see, another thing that we have here, transgender Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner is what I'm always going to call him, Bruce Jenner, is now saying that he would like to work with Ted Cruz. Yep, Bruce Jenner said that he would like to work as Ted Cruz's transgender outreach advocate. That's wonderful.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that teaches you how to invest money, how to prepare for your retirement, basically teaches you how to save money. And they are offering a free report right now that you can sign up for, 18 pages, absolutely free. You can get that by going to 25security.com. That is 25security.com. All you have to do is just type in your first name, last name, primary email, and they will send it right your way. That is 25security.com.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 25security.com. That's the number 25security.com. 25security.com. Go to 25security.com.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Bank on Yourself. Bank on Yourself is a company that basically teaches their clients how to invest money, how to prepare for their retirement, how to reduce their 401ks, basically how to manage your money wisely. And the president of the company is Pamela Yellen. She has investigated over 450 financial products and strategies in search for an alternative task and voluntary of traditional investments. She has appeared on every major TV and radio network, and her articles and interviews have appeared in thousands of publications and websites. And she is a New York Times bestseller on Bank on Yourself Revolution. Now, if you'd like to find out more, you can go to 25security.com. 25security.com. Once again, that is 25security.com. You know, running for the presidency is supposed to be about portraying yourself as the most professional candidate fit for the office.
Caiden Cowger.
So what does Hillary Clinton do?
Somebody had to say it.
She barks like a dog.
You know? Who let the dogs out? 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 You know?
Show notes and segments from today's show will be posted at CaidenCowgerProgram.com. If you're on Twitter, just follow Caiden Cowger at Caiden Cowger.
That would be the best decision of your life. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So we have some quick headlines here. On Yahoo News, basically reposted this article from Reuters. Mexico is still saying that they will not pay for Trump's terrible border wall. So they're really scared. And they're saying we're not going to pay for it. You have the Independent that is saying that, according to the Independent anyway, McDonald's is being criticized for using fake graffiti tags in newly refurbished Brixton Ranch. So what it says here is that McDonald's has been criticized for using fake graffiti tags to decorate one of its restaurants in the inner city area, plagued with the graffiti stuff. The fast food chain's newly refurbished branch in Brixton, South London, features lampshades covered with graffiti markings. Many locals are not impressed and said that the redesign was a poorly thought through corporate attempt at being down in with the kids. So whatever that's supposed to mean, I don't understand what the controversy is with just graffiti painted lampshades. I mean, seriously, how in the world is that a news story? They must be really getting desperate there at the Independent. Another thing that we have here is that border crime is taking a toll on residents in southwest New Mexico, Arizona. According to NPR, in PBS affiliate KRWG TV and FM, residents of the New Mexico's brothel and parts of southern Arizona say that human smuggling and drug trafficking is taking a toll on the region. Getting to the information here, it says that Judy Killer, a longtime resident of the rural border region, says that her home was recently burglarized, and it's not an unusual episode for other residences. Residents have said that Highway 80 has become a favorite for Mexican cartel drug runners who manage to navigate out of the Palacinto Mountains along the Arizona-New Mexico border. They want even more increased presence from the U.S. Border Patrol. So, see, guys, this stuff is not all hunky-dory as people are making it out to be. Chris Christie went after Mitt Romney and said that telling voters that they're wrong, that basically Mitt Romney was telling voters that they're wrong, and he just doesn't understand what Romney was trying to do there. Concealed carry licenses have surged in Ohio. Approximately 72,000 new licenses have been issued, and that's it's a considerable jump above the 58,000 that were issued in 2014. So that's really just absolutely amazing there. Ted Cruz is announcing a 23,000-member Women for Ted Cruz coalition. Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz, according to Breitbart, announced the creation of Women for Cruz, a coalition of 23,000 members. Cruz said that I am humbled and honored to have the support of these strong, capable, talented women who represent the strength and leadership of women across the country. Bold and courageous, these women came from diverse walks of life, all fighting to bring our country back from the precipice. The energy and commitment of these women, in particular, make me more dedicated to restore and reignite the promise of America. Just a little tidbit to Ted Cruz there. Quit repeating yourself. We're going to reignite the promise of America. He said that time and time again. It's all right to say, but when you use that as a regular talking point, it really gets old. I mean, I can see you closing out a speech with it all the time, but it's pathetic when you just make that in every sentence. And then you have Marco Rubio that is really getting it right now, too. Apparently, a pro-LGBT agenda billionaire is leading Marco Rubio's finance team, so that's really a shocker, isn't it? So what we have going on here is, according to Breitbart, in a move that will inevitably cause deep concern among social conservative voters, it's reported that billionaire Paul Singer will be named the finance chairman of Senator Marco Rubio and his campaign, and he's infamous among social conservatives for funding pro-homosexual initiatives at the state level, nationally, and even internationally. So that's what we have working for the Rubio campaign. And Rubio even said he believes homosexuality is innate. We got to get him out of there. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.